Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, August 29, 2022. There can be some indecision in the first half of the day, but things feel more natural as the day advances. The sun in your sector of work and routines in recent weeks asks you to meet your responsibilities and improve your efficiency. On the other hand, you have Venus in your sector of creativity, love, and play, encouraging you to let your hair down and enjoy yourself. Most of the time, you can compartmentalize or combine the two without a problem, but these drives clash now, leaving you feeling a little tense. Ideally, this discontent motivates you to find creative solutions. On a different level, today can bring a sense of relief or release through friends or a partnership. Socially, there can be greater freedom and more effortless expression. The celestial alignment gives today quite an earthy appeal. The day may not be your cup of tea in some ways, as it lacks the elements of passion and fire. But it will be memorable for bringing the ability to trust another with some of your deepest and most tender feelings. This brings a warm glow to your heart that will not be easily extinguished. How can you adjust your communal relationships? You may have your eye on a networking opportunity, like an event, group, or person. Since the moon is glowing in editorial Leo, now could be a fantastic time to tailor your approach so that you can land your first impression. Critical Luna can help you nitpick and then edit your professional demeanor on and offline. After making some necessary adjustments, you may feel more equipped to approach your networking opportunity. Since the moon opposes Venus in Leo, you may want to consider a somewhat creative approach to forming new connections. On both sides of the financial fence you might be playing a waiting game, but there is every reason for confidence. On the income side of the financial fence, there is not only a lot already banked, but the moon's return to your income sector next week will give you better access to any low-hanging fruit ripe for picking. Longer term, as momentum builds on the job front, so too will the income potential, while Mercury is just 16 days away from giving money matters a boost. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. Someone coming your way, right out of your blind spot, will try to shake up your POV just enough to get you thinking about their issues in a new way. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. Knowing how to care for yourself takes preparation. Bring out the best in yourself by planning ahead. There is almost no physical activity that you wouldn't enjoy, so pick the one that is most convenient for you on a practical level. There should be little or no obstacles in the path of getting this exercise. Build up a practice around this chosen activity and use it as your support for when the going gets rough. Be careful that you don't wind up overly stressed on this day. While this vibration will indeed see you very occupied with tasks, it can also bring tension. This is often the case when something interferes with your plans. Try to remember that you will get things done just as you always do, despite the occasional wrench in your plans. Added stress doesn't help, so take a few deep breaths every now and then. Just as the moon returns to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart to begin the lead up to a full moon that will put how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off to the test, Mars returns to a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart. In the sun's final days in your work sector, he will be working to keep your work hat on, but there is some serious competition both today and over the coming weekend. This is coming from planets that know just how busy things are set to get over the coming months. 9 days after Venus, the planet of love not only returned to your romantic sector but to find the stars already starting to align, she is joined by Mars. Mars, the warrior planet of the cosmos, returns to fire up your romantic passions and fighting spirit for the first time in 2 years, and with perfect timing, teaming up with the planets of love, luck, and dreams to help you fight for what you want from love. Our eyes in the sky. The Leo moon soars through the sky this morning, amping up our charm and intuition. We should all be feeling a little pep in our step, and our minds will be very active. Leo energy can be a bit overstimulating for some, so be sure to check in with your breath throughout the day and take a time out when you need one. The stars shine brightly in the communication realm as the moon opposes Mercury this morning. This aspect helps us feel confident in our knowledge and achievements and ready to share information with the world. Your social media accounts will be on fire, so be sure to post a flattering pic. Communication will be at a peak all day, which could cause some burnout as we near the evening. A gentle connection between Uranus and the moon could cause a little bit of mental wonkiness, but we'll still feel driven to chat with others and check social media. Do yourself a favor and unplug sometime after nightfall. If the social media activity, texting and general chattiness goes too late into the evening, you might end up with a touch of insomnia. That beautiful brain of yours will still be active and hungry for information, though, so put on a nature documentary before bed to help lull you to sleep. The cosmic weather is quiet today until afternoon, when the moon opposes Mercury in Virgo, provoking irrational thought. We are especially sensitive as the moon transits Leo. Certain ideas make sense to us on a conceptual level that we have trouble expressing logically. But that won't stop us from trying. The problem is that when we attempt to communicate our sentiments, we polarize our feeling state and our intellect. This can lead to unease, confusion, or analysis paralysis, as we mix up facts and potential fiction. Our interactions with others get scrambled. We become frustrated that our conversation partner doesn't get what we're trying to say. We will be much better off processing our thoughts through a creative medium now. By sharing our feelings through music or writing, our ideas remain open to interpretation. Others can then connect with us emotionally by bearing witness instead of sharing a reciprocal dialogue. In the evening, the moon sextiles Uranus in Taurus, stimulating surprises. Too much weight today has been placed on trying to rationalize our circumstances. At this time, something happens to shock us out of this expectation. We realize that we have been taking things too seriously, that life is baffling, and that we should enjoy the ride. Our intuition and instincts harmonize. We come to sudden realizations that reshape how we relate with others. We could also learn new information, receive unexpected news, or experience a synchronicity that bears special significance. The stress of the day rolls off our backs as we throw up our hands and submit to the universe's grand plan.